What's going on? Brandon here for the first video, and today we're going to be doing a dip review on some Grizzly Wintergreen, one of the best dips ever made, or aka the budget bear of dip. This is one of them dips if you don't want Copenhagen, but you still want that good wintergreen. And honestly, Copenhagen wintergreen is not that good, so I'm just throwing out facts. So this is a fresh can, so I'm gonna go ahead and crack it. I had a can last night. Somebody wanted it, so I gave it to them for $4. So this is a full can of Grizzly. Well, it ain't a full can. There's actually a God's pinch taken out. That is rare. That is really rare. That's the cut of Grizzly long cut wintergreen. That's the cut. That's what it looks like. The pinchability, pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I actually love Grizzly pinchability. Even the snuff pinch is good. Smell. Definitely smells like a lifesaver. If you have ever had like a lifesaver candy mint, oh, that's so good, dude. You barely smell the tobacco at all. Oh shit. So anyway, let's go ahead and pack us a lip. Then I'll show you the mud jug of the day. I overpack, I know. So, can't wait for the next NASCAR race. If you guys don't know, I think it's either tomorrow or today. I'm not going to put in a lot because I have to talk. So, little baby pinch. Ready? Stems. Mud jug of the day is the Tactical Tan Mud Jug. Get yours on mudjug.com or go to your following boot barn and get yourself a Tactical Tan, a black, or a Hunter Orange, or an olive drab mud jug. Oh, so juicy. So, we're just going to let that sit for a minute. Now, the taste of Grizzly Wintergreen. Hold on. Yeah, the taste of Grizzly Wintergreen. It's a very bold wintergreen. It's not like a pussy wintergreen. You need to be a man to dip this. This is honestly a really manly dip. This is liked by a lot of people. You guys can't see the can. There it is, the Grizzly long cut wintergreen can. And I always get questions from people like, why is there a hole at the bottom? Well, if you go and get a Grizzly can, if you look very close, there's a tiny little hole inside that big hole. And what that's supposed to do, that's for if you poke it, you can see what the Grizzly smells like, but it don't work, but you know. So, yeah, Grizzly Wintergreen, one of the best wintergreen dips I've tried. Before I leave, let's talk about my first time dipping, y'all. My first time dipping tobacco. This is gonna be good. I was with my cousin, and at this time I didn't try a little bit like this much of Red Man Chew. Now I didn't know what chewing tobacco was, so I put it in my lip like dip. And my cousin's ex-boyfriend had a can, not a Grizzly wintergreen, not a Copenhagen wintergreen, but Copenhagen mint when it first came out. He got a fresh can of Grizzly, Copenhagen mint. And after he was sitting there and he was packing the can. Now my cousin don't like dips, so he opened the can, got him a pinch, put it in, a big pinch like that. I thought he was a badass, but then I was over there dipping on something that you guys are going to be hateful of me for. I was dipping on some kayak grape, because that's what my dad dipped, and I wanted to be like my dad, so I got me some kayak grape out of the truck. I snuck a can out of the house, and my dad still dips kayak grape. But, so, after that, I was already getting a little bit of a buzz from kayak. I was over there swaying like this, like a little bit. We were playing a board game, and I was over there trying to act tough. Oh, I don't like this pussy shit. I don't like this. I want something better. And I kept on throwing her ex-boyfriend hints like, hey, let me get some Copenhagen. And so, he finally manned up. He said, here, get you a pinch. Now, I didn't know how to do the pack, so I was over here trying to pack it. And then I got it one time like that. And I was like, oh my God, I packed the can. So, literally, look, I packed the can one time. And it was packed like that. It wasn't packed at all like that. Now, here in the video, the angle might be tiny. I might be in a tiny little cube, and I'm trying to work on that. But I will get it fixed. But the can was like this. It wasn't packed. It was all shit. So, I went in to get me a pinch. I was shaking like a mother. Trucker, right? I went in to get me a pinch, and I was over here, my hands trembling. I was doing this. Then I pulled me out a pinch. It was like that. It was so loose. It was awful. But I didn't want to seem like a pussy, so I didn't pull down my lip and stick it in. No. I was going to try to be Mr. Cool, pack the can, then I got a little pinch, and I put it in. I got all over my mouth. I was about to throw up. I spit in a cup. I didn't have it in my jug because I wasn't a dipper at the time. I just started. Oh man, all kinds of Grizzly flakes on the table. But then after that, you know, my dad was cutting the grass at their old house where they used to live. They used to live in right beside a McDonald's and a gas station and stuff. And so after that, you know, I'm like, cool, you know. It took me 5 seconds to realize that I was getting buzzed as shit. I was getting buzzed. My eyes were like, like this, kind of tired. I was like, couldn't keep my head up during the game. I was just like, oh my God. And so, okay, stop. And so then, I took it out. And he said, oh, you're a waster. Don't ask me for no more dip. I'm like, okay, I don't want no more. I'm done. So even after 10 minutes after I took out my very first dip, I was still buzzed. I was over there laying on the couch like I was going to die. My dad didn't realize it. I was trying to man up. I was tired. I was ready to go the hell home. Well, I didn't want to go home. The kid in me said, I want to stay here and play board games all day. But my dad said, they might have things to do. We're going home. So it took me in the car, and I fell asleep on the way home. I was buzzed. My first time taking a dip. And I fell asleep. So after that, I was in the car like this sleeping. Of course, I was skinnier than what I am now. Now I'm just a big, fat, overweighted lord. I was just sitting there, my head doing this, sleeping. So my dad wakes me up when we get to the house. And he said, "What's wrong with you?" I said, "Nothing." I went right back into the house and I went to bed. And I slept till 6 o'clock. And you gotta realize it was only like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I woke up at 6 and I was craving some more of that Copenhagen mint. So when I started dipping Copenhagen wintergreen because I heard people say wintergreen is one of the best flavors of dip. So I dipped Copenhagen for a while. But then I went over, my cousin had a new boyfriend because she figured out that her other boyfriend who gave me the pinch of coke was cheating on her. So this dude, he don't dip a lot anymore, but he still pack a lip once in a while at work and stuff. But he dips this stuff right here. GRIZZLY long cut wintergreen. I'm sorry I'm spitting so much. First dip of the day, it's the best. But, you know, I'm over here and I'm like, okay, I see this half a can of GRIZZLY wintergreen sitting on the counter. And I was trying to look like a badass in front of my cousin. Cause this is when I first started and I didn't know how to dip. I know how to pack. Because I kept on packing my dad's old kayak cans. I kept practicing. But, you know, I was one of them people who do like that. And you're supposed to do. But, you know, I asked my cousin, "Hey, do you think Tristan would mind if I got a pinch of his GRIZZLY?" And she said, "Nah, he wouldn't care." So I said, "Look, I'm going to show you how to dip." So I was doing like that. And it was getting on her nerves. She said, "If you're going to put you in some, go ahead." So, open the can, get me a pinch. And I thought the Copenhagen buzz was bad. Oh, dear God. The first GRIZZLY pinch I ever took, I was gone. I took it out and I threw up. I was buzzing so freaking bad. So yeah, that was the first time I had GRIZZLY. So I think on this note, my review on GRIZZLY wintergreen, 2 thumbs the F up, okay? 2 thumbs up. The best wintergreen dip I have ever had. You guys go pick you up a can of GRIZZLY wintergreen. Sorry about that. Go pick you up a can, y'all.